down. And I know that I was not always
와 국물
well.
너무 맛있다.
I made you
제대로인데?
feel alone. You spend most of your nights just sitting on
맛있어.
your own. I
새콤하지?
should have done so much more, like giving you the things you asked me for. Gonna let the sun shine in today. I'm trying to make this darkness go away. I'll paint with colors and I'll sing until my lungs give out. I'm gonna let the sun shine